सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं कर्वावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। We will read the third mantra on page number 23. तान् वरिष्ठः प्राण उवाच मा मोहमापद्य अथ आहमेव एतत् पञ्चधा आत्मानं प्रविभज्य एतत् बाणम् अवष्टभ्य विधारयामि ते अश्रद्धधाना बभूवुः। तान् वरिष्ठः प्राण उवाच मा मोहम् आपद्य अथ आह मा एव एतत् पञ्चधा आत्मानं प्रविभज्य एतत् बाणम् अवष्टभ्य विधारयामि ते अश्रद्धधाना बभूवुः। Now we were seeing that after completing the first question, the first Prashna, the second Prashna has started. So 3 questions were asked. Yesterday we saw that 3 questions were asked in the first mantra of the second Prashna. Who asked it? Bhargav Vedarbhi. He was a student after Kambandi Katyayan. Now Bhargav Vedarbhi has asked the second question. What was the second question? The second question has got 3 parts. That who is the holder of this body and who are the devtas that are illuminating this body, illuminating in the sense it is working. So who are there, who are behind the sense organs, and amongst all those sense organs or amongst all those devtas, who is the most important that we require. So these were the 3 questions that were asked. So here he knows that means that Jad has to be presided by an inert, by some sense Chetan. Inert cannot govern itself. So if there is anything inert, all the sense organs, they are all inert. So if sense organs are inert, there has to be somebody who is illuminating all of them, and it should be sentient. So he started answering the question in the second mantra. Tasmai sahovacha Akasho hava esha devah vayuragniरापः पृथ्वी वाङ् मनः चक्षुः श्रोत्रं च ते प्रकाशे अभिवदन्ति vayam etat बाणम् अवष्टभ्य विधारयामः. So he started answering that all these 19 components, All these 19 components, five, uh, the five elements, then uh, the four Antakaran Chatushtay, and the five sense organs of action, five sense organs of perception. So all these big makes them 19. So all these 19 make the body sentient, make the body work. But who's the holder? The holder is that prana only. Now here, which prana is being spoken of? This is not the pran that we breathe in and breathe out. That's not the pran. Pran that was initially made by the Prajapati. If you remember, in a pair, Mithun, the Rai and Pran were created. So that Pran is being spoken of. That is the Hiranyagarbha itself. And we also saw yesterday that being a portion of the Brahman portion of the Vedas, this Prashnopanishad is explaining the Mantra Upanishad, that is the Mundak. And in Mundak, the Upasana portion has been left out. And that is why here the Hiranyagarbha will be told. And Hiranyagarbha is the Pran only. The Pran only. So please don't confuse here when it is said Mukhya Pran or when it is said Pran. The Pran is that Hiranyagarbha only. That Pran is that Atta. That Pran is that Surya that we have spoken in the first question. Okay. So now see, in the second Prashna, second mantra, they started Te Devaha, page number 22, see Bhashyan, last line. Te Devaha Atmanaha Mahatmyam Prakashaya Bhivadanti Spardhamanaha Aham Shreshthataye Katham Vadanti. They all started competing with each other. Spardhamana word has been used here. So Ahankar does not want anybody to be at my equal level also. He always wants to see himself higher than others, that I am most important. So this is what has been said here through this line, that Spardhamana aham shreshtatayehi. Now, all the sense organs are important and all the sense organs are giving their respective um, ahutis in keeping this body also. But he here has deliberately used this word spardhamana to express the nature of ahankar. So each organ, can we say that eyes are not important and ears are very important, ears are not very important, and taste buds are very important? No, no, no. Legs are very important. No, my hands are very important. All of them have their respective duties of maintaining some of the other action of this body. So we cannot say that one is more important than the other. So, but here they started fighting with each other. Now, see, when eyes are not there, how can we walk? Even if we have feet, we will stumble and will fall down because eyes only direct the feet. Similarly, if the tongue is not working, if there is no taste, like it happens during when we have got fever, etc. Even if there is hunger, but if the tongue is not right, we don't feel like eating. So all the sense organs here are very, very important. It's not like one is there and the other is not there, or one is very important. If the hands are not there, how will we do puja? How will we serve others? How will we do Guru Shushtrusha? Won't be done. If feet is not there, how will we go to pilgrimages, etc.? How will we run here and there if we want something? So everything, all the sense organs are equally important, but amongst them they started fighting. Vayam etad barnam karyakarana sanghatam avashtabhya prasadam eva stamba adayoho avishathilikritya vidharayama dispashtam dharayama. Like the prasad is held by the pillars, prasad meaning the palace, mahal, is held by the pillars. So similarly, we are also holding all this body called the Barnum. Barnum here was explained. We are holding this Barnum. We are holding this Barnum so that not allowing it to fall apart. That means anti-aging. We say, even if when we are aging also, still if we are not able to hear, still we want to hear. So continuously I'm wanting to hear. If my eyesight is not proper, still I want to see. This is what is here is being said. Sambadadayo avishitali kritya vidharayama vispashtam dharayama. Those sense organs are coming forward and they want to hold this body, keep on holding this body so that it does not fall apart. Okay. So here Barnum, we yesterday saw how this Barnum word has come. So bhavayoho abhedadvati kutsitam gandham va vahati iti va. In the Anand Giriji, we saw that ba and va are replaced sometimes. They are replaced. So bhavayoho abhedat. So sometimes ba is replaced by va is replaced by ba. So here the actual word is varnam, but we have done it barnam. So that, therefore he said that va dhatu, when the word is varnam, the va dhatu means to go or to carry. So vati, to go, and that which carries. So what does it carry? It carries the foul smell. This body is very, very dirty, and in the nature it is the dirtiest thing, I feel. It makes everything dirty. Wherever we go, we just dirty everything. So this, and one more point I wanted to tell you. Please see Tippani number 5 on the same page, 23rd page, Tippani number 5. Nanayoscha iti api vaktavyam. Did you all get it? Nanayoscha. From bottom, third line. नणयोश्च इति अपि वक्तव्यं मानवो मानव इति उभयदर्शनात्. So he is saying like bhavayoho is replaced, ba and va can be replaced. Similarly, nanayoho cha ityapi vaktavyam. So similarly, na and ana, they are also sometimes replaced. But what is the point they want to drive there? When some inferior thing is shown, at that time, na converts to na. Like if we want to degrade somebody or to degrade something, for manav, see the word has been given. Manavah manavam iti ubhay darshanat. तत्र कुत्सायां णत्वम् इति चेत् अत्रापि समानं यत् आह कुत्सितं गन्धम् इति. When we want to tell something is inferior, manav word will be converted to manav. So not always new things we are learning here. So when we want to tell something inferior, so na can be converted into na, and that means something is inferior. So therefore he is saying here also, because it's kutsit, because it carries the foul smell. Therefore it is inferior. So actually it was vana. So it has become vana. Vana became vana to tell the inferiority. Chet atrapi samanam yataha kutsitam gandhamiti. Did you all understand this? This is a very amusing point. I have unmuted you. Did you all understand this? Barnum, how this Barnum came with the 2 points. Can anybody explain to me?
रान को बाण बना दिया ने.
वाण वाण को पहले तो वाण को बाण बनाए. व ब यो हो अभेदात. व ब यो हो. So when we are using Van, so there the dhatu is Va dhatu. Va dhatu means what? Two things, to go or to carry. So to carry means where does it go? It goes to another birds, it goes to another yoni. It continuously is going, it is taking one shape and it is leaving one shape. That is to go, gati. And to carry meaning what? It is carrying the foul smell. It smells badly, this body. If we don't bath, my God, we won't be able to sit also, and anybody else also won't come. And second point is na 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 yoscha ityapi. Na and na, this Anand Giriji has said, Tippanikar, sorry, has said that even if na and na, they are also replaced when we are want to tell something inferior. Na is replaced with na. So manav, if it is somewhere you see manav, it is not wrong. Actually, they are trying to say that that is inferior. So therefore here Vana, when Vana word was there, actually it is Vana. The body is called Vana, but it has become Vana to tell the inferiority of the body. So the body is very, very inferior. Kutsit. Atra kutsayam. Natva. Natva means na. Natvam iti. Chet atrapi samanam yat aha kutsitam gandham iti. Because it carries the foul smell, therefore it is kutsit, it is inferior. So therefore nana yoha bheda and bhava yoha bheda. From bhava yoha bheda, bha has been taken and here nana has been taken. How this nana has come? Did you all get this?
ये वान में और बान में न हलंत और न हलंत होगा या नहीं? कोई हलंत नहीं होगा?
हलंत नहीं है.
ठीक है.
समझ में आया सबको? सबको आ गया? कुछ भी क्वेश्चन हो तो पूछिए.
न अने बनता है और भी कोई शब्द चेंज होता है क्या संस्कृत
हाँ
में?
हाँ कई बार ऐसे होता है. तो जैसे जमुना और यमुना होता है, यज, है ना. तो हम लोग बोलते हैं, काफी सारे हैं ऐसे, ज और य. जमुना जी, यमुना जी, दोनों भी सही है. तो ऐसे ही यहाँ पर वाणम और बाणम बाणम वानम. ओके, सबको क्लियर हो गया? ओके, हम लोग आगे बढ़ते हैं. तो so here therefore it was said that after that the last sentence says मयि एव एकेन अयम संघातः ध्रियते इति एकैकस्य अभिप्रायः. all those sense organs, they were saying ekaikasya means एक का ऐसा मानना था, one singular. They all were saying I only manage this body, I am upholding this body single-handedly, I don't need anybody, I am doing this, I am doing this. Everybody started saying this. This is just a pictorial representation. This is that to give the importance of the prana that is there. Now let us go to the third mantra. Tan Varishtha Prana Uvacha. To them, to Tan means to all the sense organs, to all the components, 19 components. Now the Pran is saying here. Here, who's the Pran? The Pran is that Hiranyagarbha, the Mukhya Pran, the Rai and Pran they were made. That is that Hiranyagarbha Pran. Now he is saying, Ma mohamapadya. Don't get deluded. You are illusioned. Don't get deluded that you are holding this prana, the body. Atha aha ma eva etat. Sorry. Atha aham eva etat panchatha atmanam pravibhajya etat banam avashtabhya vidharayami iti. Full stop. So he is saying that Prana is saying that don't get illusioned by this, because I alone have divided myself into 5. and all those pran, apan, vyan, udan, saman, what you consider yourself, that I only have divided myself into 5 portions, and I am the one who's upholding this body. Pravibhajya means having divided. Tad bhanam avashtapya vidharayati. I am unholding this body. Here you have to give put a inverted comma from ma till vidharayami, till vidharayami. Okay. Te ashraddhana babovo. Now te means here devtas, devtaha. All the sense organs, the devtas behind the sense organs, all they didn't believe. They didn't believe what Pran was saying. See, Ahankar is like that only. Till he gets a nice dose, till then he won't believe. So he didn't believe what Pran was saying. So let us see the Bhashyam. तान् एवम् अभिमानवतः वरिष्ठः मुख्यप्राण उवाच उक्तवान्. Tan means what? To the 19 components. Abhimanavataha. These were all Abhimanavataha. These were all with Abhiman, full. Varishtha Mukhya Prana, the main prana. Don't confuse. The main prana is who? The main prana is that Hiranyagarbha. The main prana is that Atta. The main prana is that Surya, that we had seen in the first Prashna. So it is that. So he is not, this Hiranyagarbha is not a Karan here. Sense organs are current, sense organs are instruments, but this Hiranyagarbha is not a current. So Vyashti, Sukshma Sharirabhimani here is called the Pran. The Vyashti, Sukshma Sharirabhimani, the Jivatma you can say. The Jivatma, who is the enjoyer in the body. Okay, so the Jivatma, the enjoyer in the body, who is the Antakaran Abhimani, whom we call Chidabhas also. That Atta, that Jivatma, whatever name you give, but it is not the sense organ. Okay? So he is saying, he now will be saying, Ma eva moham apadya. Don't resolve to moha. Don't get deluded by moha. Atha, my pages are all falling apart. I don't know about your books, but my pages come out like this. You also be careful because the binding is not good. अथ अविवेकतया अभिमानं मा कुरुत. Please read it as अविवेकतया, okay? अथ अविवेक, this has come to the other page. It is not vivekataya. The meaning will change completely. By non-discrimination, avivekataya, abhimanam ma kuruta. Ma kuruta, kuruta is the lot lakar. Lot lakar, madhyam bahuvachan. So you all don't do so much of abhiman. Forget. When do we do abhiman? When we forget something important. When we forget something, what do we forget? Mainly we forget the doership of the Lord. We forget the doership of the Lord and non-doership of the self. आत्मा का अकर्तृत्व और ईश्वर का कर्तृत्व. We forget. Again, we forget the Atma cannot do anything. Atma is a non-doer and the doership of the Lord. We forget. This is very important. So he says, Ma kuruta abhimanam yasmad aham eva etad dharnam avashtapya vidharayami. Because I am the one who enters this body and I am the one who holds this body. I am the one who is giving sentiency to this body. So Ishwarasya kartritvam vismaranat eva abhimanam bhavati. We forget that the Lord is doing everything from on our behalf. He is doing everything, each and everything He is only doing. So Vidharayami, after Vidharayami, full stop. So Ahameva means here what? The Jeev, the Jeev. The moment there is the jeev inside the body becomes sentient. Panchadha, full stop. After Vidharayami, full stop. Panchadha atmanam pravibhajya pranadi vritti bhedam swasya kritva vidharayami. Full stop. So he's saying panchadha atmanam pravibhajya. Atmanam here is reflexive pronoun. अपने आप को. It is not talking about the atma. अपने आप को प्रविभज्य विभक्त करके into five. So after having divided myself into five portions or five functions, pravibhajya, pranadi vritti bhedam. This here is pranadi vritti means prana, pan, vyan, udan, saman. I have divided myself into these functions. Vritti means functions. So I have divided myself into these various functions and I live there in the barnam, in the body. Bhedam swasya kritva vidharayami. Full stop. Iti uktavati sati. This is sati saptami. Iti uktavati sati cha tasmin te ashraddhana apratyavanta babhuvah. Full stop. When this pran is said like this, having said like this, Uktavati cha, having said this, tasmin means in the pran, in the words of the pran. Te means those devtas of the sense organs. Te devaha, ashraddhana, apratyavanto babhuvuhu. They did not believe him. They did not believe at all. They showed a faithlessness in his words. Full stop. Babhuvuhu. Te chintayantah. There you have to add. Te chintayantavantah. Katham etat devamiti. How is it possible? Which devta is this? That he is superior than us also? They started thinking about like this. So how is it possible that without him we can't be there? See, Shraddha in the higher or in somebody's words is a thought catcher, is a thought sticker. Thought catcher, do you understand? There are dream catchers the students make in the art and craft. There are dream catchers here and there. Similarly, this is a thought catcher. If a person has got Shraddha, he will naturally catch hold of bigger thoughts, more pervasive thoughts, higher thoughts. Look at a child. The child is so innocent, and because he is so innocent, he believes in everything and he has got a lot of Shraddha. Because he feels that nobody can lie. He does not know anything about lying. So he instantly develops faith. Instantly he will develop faith. So in sadhana, we need these high thoughts, high level of thoughts to be held for a long time. Only then it will give fruit. If Shraddha is not there, then we will be losers in sadhana. So Shraddha is required for most. Shraddha is required. So more is Shraddha. It is easier to hold some higher thought through someone, because sometimes it is that the higher thought is given through someone. If we don't have Shraddha in that person, then we won't believe that the person is saying right. Like we all have Shraddha in our Pujya Gurudev. So we know that if Pujya Gurudev has said this, we have to blindly accept that and we blindly follow. So we know that whatever he has said, because of our Shraddha, whatever he has said, it is correct. And if I follow, I'll get the result also. So Shraddha changes attitude. Shraddha changes intentions. Shraddha can change the circumstances. Shraddha changes the mind of the person, the personality of a person. Shraddha changes everything. So we should try.
हुंडू का स्टोरी आप कल बताए थे ना? हुंडू
Yes,
का स्टोरी कल
yesterday.
बताए थे.
Yes, yesterday in the Ghar Ghar Mein Gita, I told a story of a small child, a youth called Bhondu. So he was very, very innocent. He was very, very simple at heart. And somebody told him, he was staying in Vrindavan, and somebody told him that in Vrindavan, in Bhandir one, Bhagwan every day he goes there with all his cowherd boys and the cows and all, and he returns in the evening. So he thought, let me go and see, let me also check. I will also make friends with him. With this faith, with this Shraddha, he was searching for him every day. And because he had so much of Shraddha, so therefore Bhagwan also had the thought that I also want to befriend him. Naturally, when I have this thought for the higher also catches that thought. So he came and he befriended him. He used to spend the whole day. They used to cook together, eat together, spend time together. All the cowherd boys with him, and Balramji was also there. How did this happen? Only because of Shraddha. Only because he had the faith. Somebody just like that casually had said that Bhagwan also goes there. And he took that verse so deeply that he said, no, he comes. If he comes, then I have to have his darshan. And I will become his friend. And he did that. What was the power behind that? It was Shraddha only. Children are like that. Children will believe whatever we say. So here, this Shraddha is very, very important. So even though the Pran is telling the sense organs that I am the one, but they did not believe it. Okay, so let us go to the next mantra. That is the fourth mantra. I'll read it. It's a beautiful mantra. सो अभिमानमानात् ऊर्ध्वम् उत्क्रमत इव तस्मिन् उत्क्रामत्य इतरे सर्वमेव उत्क्रामन्ते तस्मिंश्च प्रतिष्ठमाने सर्वमेव प्रतिष्ठन्ते तद् यथा मक्षिका मधुकर राजानम् उत्क्रामन्तं सर्वा एव उत्क्रामन्ते तस्मिंश्च प्रतिष्ठमाने सर्वा एव प्रातिष्ठन्ते एवं वाङ् मनः चक्षुः श्रोत्रं च ते प्रीताः प्राणं स्तुन्वन्ति. Again, so abhimanat urdhvam utkramata iva tasmin utkramatya itare उत्क्रामति अथ इतरे सर्वम एव उत्क्रामन्ते तस्मिंश्च प्रतिष्ठमाने सर्वमेव प्रातिष्ठन्ते तत् यथा मक्षिका मधुकर राजानम् उत्क्रामन्तं सर्वा एव उत्क्रामन्ते तस्मिंश्च प्रतिष्ठमाने सर्वा एव प्रातिष्ठन्ते एव वाङ् मनः चक्षुः श्रोत्रं च ते प्रीताः प्राणं स्तुन्वन्ति. So Narayanji will like this mantra a lot. Why? Because the example that is given is his favorite one. So let us see. So he's saying as if the prana now when the prana said this, all of them said we don't believe you, and they started fighting. When the prana thought that all these sense organs are not believing in my words, he started leaving. As if he started leaving. When he started leaving, at that time, all the sense organs also leaving in the sense when he started going up. So all the sense organs also started going up, started lifting. They also could not be there. Then they started shouting, come back, come back, come back. They were gasping like that. And then again the prana said, okay, I'm coming back. So when the pran came back, all the sense organs also settled. This is what is said here. Now, the beautiful example is given of the bees, and the queen bee. When you want to transfer the whole beehive, you just have to take the queen bee and you just put it somewhere else. The whole lot of that beehive, all those bees will follow that queen bee. Everybody. So if that queen bee is taken away, the whole family of the bees will go away. If you want to put it somewhere else, if you put it, the other bees will also come back. This beautiful example has been said. See how nice our Upanishad is. Okay, so let us see further and then we can discuss on this. Such a, okay, I told you the meaning here. So abhimanat urdhvam utkramate iti eva. So it is said that when they didn't believe, when the pran started going up, tasmin utkramatya ata itre sarva eva utkramanta. All the other pranas also, I mean, sense organs also started lifting up. Tasmin cha pratishthamane sarvame pratishtante. When it came down, everybody also established there. Tat yatha makshika madhukar rajanam. Here it is said Raja, king, but actually it is the queen. Okay, so leadership is being told here. So a queen bee is taken out, so all the bees also go away. Sarvaivat kramante tasmincha pratishthamane sarvaiva pratishtante. So when the queen bee is again put back there, all the bees also come back. Evam vang mana chakshushrotram chate pritaha pranam stunvanti. In this way, this is stunvanti is the Vedic usage. So in this way, the prana stuti has been done. That due to pran only everything is there. Let us see the bhashya. Such प्राणस्तेषाम् अश्रद्धधानता आलक्ष्य अभिमानात् ऊर्ध्वम् उत्क्रमत. So sa means what? Prana. Such a pranah tesham, seeing their faithlessness on his words. What happened? He started utkramata. He started going outside. Who? The pran. Started. He said, if people don't believe me, then let me go out. I'm not staying here. So he started going on. The moment he started going out, eva utkramanto, utkrantvan eva. When so he has changed. Actually, we have to see here that whole thing has been changed to past tense. Bhagwan Bhashyakar has changed everything to past tense. So he has said Utkramata, present tense he has made into past tense. Utkrantavan iva. So he has changed it to Utkramata. So with Saroshat, Nirapekshaha. So he was little angry. Who? That Pran, main Pran, Mukhya Pran, that was little bit angry and he started going away because you don't believe me. So faithlessness actually is the biggest depriver. Like they are being deprived now because when he leaves, they will also have to leave. So when we do not have faith, then we are deprived of something higher. We should know that we are being sustained or we are being nourished by all the powers around us. There are so many powers in the system that are nourishing us. The Pitra, the Rishi Munis, the sun, the 12 Adityas, then there are many Devatas. They are nourishing everything. We cannot live a life that is segregated from all these factors. These are all powers. So anybody who has got a lot in his life, he has to have a lot of faith. You can check that person who has got a lot. If he says that I'm fulfilled, I'm satisfied with life because I've got a lot, that means that he has got a lot of faith in the higher. Somewhere he has got a lot of faith, and therefore he gets a lot. A beggar is a beggar because he has not believed in the power of Lord sometime or the other. It won't happen that he believes in the Lord and still he's a beggar. It can't happen at all. These are principles, these are the rules. So more a person has got faith in his sadhana, he will go ahead, he will move ahead, he will have a lot of emotions, lot of powers, lot of knowledge, lot of blessings, lot of good situations where he will enjoy. All this is due to what? All this is due to his faith. See the example of Karna. Many people have a soft corner for Karna. But I feel he was the eldest one. And Bhagwan had told him that if you come to me, I'll make you the king, because he was the eldest amongst the Pandavas. So if he changed to Bhagwan, if he left Duryodhan, even we would have praised him. The scriptures would have praised him. See, our relation is foremost with the Lord and not with the Jeev. It is not with any of the Jeevs around us. First and foremost, it is with the Lord, because it is the most primitive relationship that we maintain. That is with the Lord. Most ancient relation is with the Lord. And Lord himself went to him and he told that you come to us. Don't fight for adharma. But still he did not realize that. He did not realize. So therefore he had everything uh, in that prasang where Bhagwan Ram, in Ramcharitmanas there's a prasang of the Rath. सौरज धीरज तेहि रथ चाका सत्यशील दृढ़ ध्वजा पताका. In that there are many. Bhagwan was saying when he was fighting Ravan at the last moment, Vibhishan, it is called Vibhishan Gita. At that time, Vibhishan became very upset that Bhagwan, look at the stark differences between Ravan and you. The basic requirements that I'm talking about. He has got everything. He has got a chariot, he has got so much of ammunitions, he has got many things, but you don't have even sandals in your feet, don't have anything. I feel so bad for you. Then Bhagwan quoted this. Sauraj Dheeraj Tehi Rath Chaka Satya Seal. I have one divine chariot that Ravan does not have. Please go and read it. And we all should buy heart that thing. सत्यशील दृढ़ ध्वजा पताका बल विवेक दम परहित घोरे सत्य क्षमा कृपा समता रजु जोरे. It has got everything, all those things. And he said one thing, Ish bhajan sarathi sujana. In that Ish bhajan, that is the Lord, the bhajan of the Lord, Ish bhajan, that is the sarathi. We all need one sarathi. But this everything was there in Karna. All these things, Sauraj, Dheeraj, Bal, Hit, Bal, Parambal, all these things, Satya, Seal, Drid, Pataka, Dhwaja. He had everything. One thing that he did not have was Ish Bhajan. He did not have the faith in the Lord. And that is why he had to fall down. So we may have everything in our life, but if faith is not there from the Lord, that we belong to the Lord, everything that is being done, even if there is some sorrow in our life, that is also with the permission of the Lord. He knows everything. He knows that I am going through this period and He wants me to go through this period, so I will go through it gracefully. Never mind. Because whatever he wants is the ultimate for me. My desire I don't nurture at all. His desire is my desire. If he wants me to be sad, if he wants me that I should be going through this situation, I will take it as a challenge with his power and I'll come out of it. Because he wants me to become more stronger after I face that challenge. I don't know why this situation has come, but I will grow with His power. So we should protect the givers in our life. Faith, what does it do? It protects the bigger givers in our life. The दाता, बहुत दाता है हमारे जीवन में. And all those datas should be protected. Otherwise, I'll be left alone. Nobody will be giving me. Nobody will be nurturing me, nourishing me. And faith nourishes the datas, the givers in our life. And when we have such people around us, then what will happen? The elders should feel that I am not giving him what he deserves. He deserves much more than what I am giving him. This feeling should be there in Bhagwan. This feeling should be there in our elders who are giving us. That I should have given him much more than what I am giving. He deserves much more. This comes only when we have got a lot of faith. When we have a lot of faith. So faith takes us higher. Faith will take us to the highest. So here, because did not have faith in that Pran, so Pran was leaving. And then what happened? Tasmin utkramati yad ritam tad drishtantena pratyakshi karoti. So what happens after the Pran left? He has given a beautiful example. Bhagwan Bhashikar is saying that what happened is depicted by an example by the Shruti here. So karoti, pratyakshi karoti. What happened? Tasmin utkramati sati atha anantaram eva itare sarve eva pranascha chakshuradaya utkramanत uchchakramire. He has made all the past tense to he has made into past tense, the present tense into past tense. So he is saying tasmin utkramati, when the prana started going up, lifting up, then atha antare eva itare, all others also started lifting. All others also started going away. Tasmischa prane pratishtamane tushtim bhavati utkramati. Then they started shouting, please, 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 don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go. Don't go anywhere, don't leave us. Come back, come back, come back. When Pran said, okay, I'm coming back. When the Pran came back, then they also gasped a sigh of relief that, okay, now we are also established. Now we also will be here only. Pratishtamane tushnim bhavati utkramti sati sarve pratishtamte tushnim vyavasita abhuvan. Then all came back. When the Pran came back, all also came back. Tat tatra yatha loke. Tat tatra, in this context only, what is happening? Loke makshika. In this world, the example has been given of makshika. Makshika means fly. Any fly. So here he has said makshika means what? Madhukaraha, the honeybees. He has taken the example of honeybees. So makshika can be any fly, but here he has said madhukaraha. So rajanam, here rajanam, ragi, actually it should be ragi, means the queen. But to indicate the leadership, he has said rajanam. So the queen bee, rajanam, queen bee, madhukara rajanam, utkramantam prati sarvaha eva utkramante sati. You have to add sati there. When that queen bee leaves, all the whole paraphernalia of the bees, they also start leaving. They have a very sophisticated system. If you want to know anything about them, you can contact Narayanji. He has specialized in that and he loves to see them. So they have a sophisticated system. There is a queen bee. There are soldier bees, there are business bees, there are carpenter bees. If something happens to their home, then those other bees will start repairing it. Then the pollens and all they have to bring. So these are the business bees. And when somebody attacks them, then there is a lot of bees that will attack us. Those are soldier bees. They are all protecting the bees. See, sometimes I feel the animal world is much more organized than the human world. No, all the animal world is so much organized, well organized. You see all the animals. When the birds are flying, have you seen? The birds are flying either in U shape or in V shape. So in V shape, when they are flying, the first one, see, all this is God's creation, how lovely creation He has made. So the first one is the leader. And all of them are in a V shape, so their flapping will make the air, the waves of the air in such a direction that all of them are using the other's energy also, because the wave of that air is in one direction. So they have to put less effort in flying. Similarly, there in a group of lions also, you will see there's some organization is there, that one only is the leader, others will follow. In everywhere, even if you see the ant world, so all of them have their own organizations and systems. They are following that. So here also these bees, the example Shrutima has taken is of the bees, that they are so well organized. So if one goes, all the other goes. If one comes back, the all other come back. The beautiful example, isn't it? So evam utkramante sati tasmisya pratishtamane sarvaiva pratishtanti. So if that bee, queen bee comes back, so everybody also there, they come back. So I first and foremost, what is happening, I should realize that all my powers are dependent on that Hiranyagarbha, that these devtas were making a mistake. My powers are not self-sufficient. I am being nurtured completely by some higher power continuously. The flow is there continuously. So if I am not nourished or I separate myself, then I won't be able to survive at all. So nobody can claim that I am a self-sufficient man, I don't need anything. We are so helpless. Sometimes we want to express something in front of somebody. We are unable to express. Sometimes we want to express something good. Sometimes we express more. Sometimes we express less. We won't know that we'll exactly do whatever we have thought of. Sometimes some person comes in front of us and I don't want to talk to that person, but I talk nicely. Sometimes I want to talk nicely, but some words don't come out. So we are helpless sometimes. And we don't know the reason also why it happened. Don't know. So here, if there is some power, that is coming to us, that means that power can go away also. So we have to be very, very careful when we are having ashraddha on something, that power can go away. So we have to maintain that. See, when I learned pranic healing, at that time the Reiki, pranic healing, all these are similar things. So at that time, what the energy flows through our hands like this. I had taught you, some people, amongst you also. So all these points are there and the energy will flow. Now, if we do a lot of jump and then sit, naturally the flow will be more. Where is the flow from? The flow is from the absolute only. Everywhere there is energy flow. I am just making my hands, I am just making my body an instrument to channelize that energy. If I do something wrong, there's a guilt consciousness inside. The moment I do something wrong, that energy stops. If I start doing business with that, the energy stops. So we can experience that thing with us also. See, I have heard that there are many rishi munis who are doing a lot of tapasya in Vrindavan. And in earlier days, people never used to cut the trees also there, because sometimes they cut the tree and blood started oozing out, because that was a live, some person was there in the form of a tree sitting there. Maybe since ages he was doing some tapasya. And then some tree was there in beneath which you go and you start reciting Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, or Radhe Radhe Radhe, and it used to sprinkle honey, madhu. So the pandas then started making business out of it, and it stopped. So in this way, whenever good things are there, the power is there, we have to be very, very careful, because we are being nurtured by those higher things. Otherwise, that will stop, that will go away. So Shraddha in this world is dependent on many factors. So there is someone who brings in Shraddha for us, and that Shraddheya should be protected. After I realize this, then I start believing that the power is there and I need that power. See, like these sense organs, they started believing now. When the plant left and they were feeling useless at that time, they said, no, I have to bring them back. So bigger things like Parvati Ma, she did so much of tapasya. How did she do that tapasya? Because she had that faith in the Guru. that no, Narad Muni is my guru. He said that I will attain Lord Shiva, and I will attain if he has said that. So that power comes when a Shraddha, when we have a Shraddha, we have Shraddha in our minds. That power will only take us to higher. See, Bhagirath Ji did so much of big work. Since I mean, ancestors had given whole life to bring Ganga Ji. So they had maintained a lot of faith that no, Ganga Ji will come and we can bring her. Dhruv, Shravan Kumar. How did Shravan Kumar feel when Shravan Kumar said, no, I have to take my parents for Tirth Yatra. I have to take all of them. I mean, take both of them to all the Tirth Yatras. And he took. So when Shraddha is there in our hearts, we can do bigger things. We can take bigger sankalp with the power of someone else. So here that's what is being said. Yatha ayam drishtantah evam vang manas chakshu shrotram cha iti adayah te utsrajya ashraddhanatam बुद्ध्वा प्राणम mahatmyam pritaha pranam stunvanti stuvanti. So similarly, all these devtas, all the yatha ayam, as is this example of the bee and the queen bee, drishtantah, evam vang manas chakshu shrotram cha. Similarly, all these devtas also of the mind, of the chakshu, etc., shrotram ityadayah, they left their faithlessness. They left their faithlessness. Utsrajya ashraddhatanatam buddhva pranam mahatmya. Then they know the glory of the pran, they came to know. And then pritaha, with love, pranam stunvanti. So this is Chandas Prayog, stunvanti, and he made it to stuvanti. Now they are all going to praise that pran. Because now they understood the value of that pran that had left, and because it left, therefore they also did not have their power at all. So power is for what? Power is for knowing the truth. Power is for knowing the self in me. See, Gurudev had so much of Shraddha. Only because of that Shraddha, he came down and he had people in satsang, and he started Chinmay mission, and now had this thought in his mind that let me create at least 100 monks. After that, I will stop Sandipani. He had only this sankalp initially, that only 100 monks I will create. After that, it will stop. But see, it is going on and on and on. His Shraddha has fructified so much. There's so many organizations are there that one person is there. After that, it will stop. The organization completely stops because there is nobody to carry forward. But this is going on and on because of a person's Shraddha, because of Gurudev's Shraddha. So here, therefore, we need to have a lot of Shraddha in the higher. In this way, we complete here this fourth mantra. Fifth, we will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.